So obviously I'm not at home right now. I feel like I need to address the elephant in the room. I basically moved in with my boyfriend whilst we are on lockdown, so this isn't like a permanent thing. I am going to move home after this is all done and gone, which God knows how long that's going to be at this point. My boyfriend actually lives in a flat in town, so he lives by himself. He has a 2-bedroom flat, so it kind of just made sense for me to move in and just set up a little filming room in this room, which is where I'm sat right now. And I thought we'd just have like a little chat, a little catch up, a little Q&A. I really miss talking to you guys, and I feel like these are going to be my favorite types of videos to film whilst we are in self-isolation, because as much as it's great living with my boyfriend, I feel like I really miss you guys and I really want to chat to you as much as I can. So I asked on Instagram for some questions and some advice questions, like life update questions, whatever you want to ask about, so I'm just going to go through them. But yeah, obviously I'm feeling very lucky to be here and to be self-isolating with him. I know a lot of people aren't that lucky, and a lot of people are literally self-isolating by themselves, which I actually don't know what I'd do, because as someone who has lived alone as well and who has been by themselves like alone, I know how difficult it is. So I just want to say I hope you guys are all well, and I hope you're safe and you're healthy, because I know this is like a really stressful and a really difficult time for a lot of people. And the last thing I want is for anyone to be feeling really down or feeling really anxious or just really lonely, because as someone who has lived by themselves and experienced loneliness, it's literally the one thing that I would not wish on anyone, because it's such a horrible feeling. So yeah, I hope you guys are okay, and feel free to message me as well and DM me. I've actually been replying to a lot of DMs recently, just like every now and then, so yeah, feel free to message me if you just want to chat. Okay, may as well start with this one. How are you getting on during lockdown? We're actually doing really well, thank you for asking. I feel like we're in a very privileged situation to have a really beautiful flat and to be together, of course, because like I said, I know a lot of people don't have that luxury. So yeah, we're doing okay. We've just been like spending the days cooking, watching Netflix. I've been trying to do bits of fitness. I mean, it's not really worked out, to be honest. I'm not really stuck to it. I've just been trying to plan different videos for you guys, which is one thing I did want to ask actually. Let me know what you want to see, because I feel like I had so many ideas for self-isolation, and now I'm kind of like trying to figure out what to actually film. So please let me know what videos you want to see, what you want to watch, because I would obviously love to know. But yeah, we've just been cooking, we've been watching a lot of films. We've got Disney Plus, so we've been watching films on that and binging Netflix. I actually re-downloaded The Sims 4. That's what this has come to. I used to have such an addiction to The Sims when I was younger, so I was like, do you know what, I'm re-downloading The Sims, and I've been playing on that. I actually ordered some books as well, which I've not got around to starting yet, but I ordered an Italian book. I had so many Italian people reach out after my, I think it was my video before my last video, which was to spend the day with me. I had so many Italian people reach out, so thank you so much. I'm going to start messaging people soon and crack into this. And then I also bought a crime book as well, because I saw Millie put this on her story, and me and Millie have really similar tastes in books. If anyone has this and they fancy reading it with me, or you want to read it online or download it on the Kindle, whatever it is, this is The Family Upstairs. So I'm going to start reading that soon. And I'm going to try and start getting back into working out, because honestly, I'm becoming a slug at this point. I also bought a pole, as I mentioned in my last Spend the Day with Me, and I brought it to the flat, and I think we figured out that there's no like safe place to put the pole up, because it's basically a pole that's like held up by the pressure. It's not screwed into the ceiling or anything. So if anyone has a pole at home and can give me advice on where to put it up or how to put it up if there's nothing in the ceiling to support it, please let me know, because I really wanted to do like a video where I put my pole up and I practice on my pole, because I'm very much missing Tony and my pole sessions. I was really looking forward to doing that as a 30-day challenge, which I'm still gonna do, but I kind of wanted to like do it at home as well. So yeah, if anyone's got advice on that, please let me know. How are you finding being vegan? We've actually found it really easy. So again, my boyfriend has done this with me, because we started it as the 30-day challenge, and we've actually just stuck to it now. It's been like that easy. So I have been filming the majority of the meals that we've been cooking. So that was gonna be another video. If anyone wants to see it, do let me know. We've basically been filming like what we've been eating throughout the day and different vegan meal ideas, like dinners, brunches, lunches, like whatever it is. So there's a lot of different recipes that I filmed that I thought I could just put into one big video. Okay, recommendations of good binge-worthy TV. Love you. love you too. I am not exaggerating when I say that we stayed up until like 4 a.m. last night binge watching Tiger King. So I actually hadn't watched the first 2 episodes. My boyfriend started watching it without me, so I was just like, I wasn't really paying attention whilst he was watching it, but by like the 4th, 5th episode, I was hooked. I was hooked on this series. It is the most shocking, like unbelievable story I've ever heard. The Stranger on Netflix, I really recommend watching. The acting's a little bit hit and miss, I found, but the actual story was really interesting, so I definitely recommend that. Oh my gosh, you have to watch Lost. Lost, if anyone's got Amazon Prime, Lost is free on Amazon Prime, all 6 series. If you want something to binge and keep you busy, Lost will keep you busy because there's a lot of episodes to it, but it's not like so many series to the point where it's overwhelming. It's just such a good series to watch. How do you find vegan and cruelty-free products? Online can be confusing. How do I know? As I mentioned in my Spend the Day With Me 2 videos ago, if you shop on Look Fantastic, they actually have full sections of vegan and cruelty-free products. So really recommend going on there if you're new to being cruelty-free and you don't really know what brands are cruelty-free, because it can be very confusing. And I think my code is still valid, so I actually do have a discount code on there for you guys at the minute if you want to use it. Otherwise, I would say just shop online and Google, like if you Google cruelty-free beauty, you'll get, I don't know what website it is, I'll try and link it down below, but it's basically a website that has a full list of cruelty-free and vegan brands, which is actually really helpful because a lot of brands that you might think are cruelty-free often aren't. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Who are you missing the most during this crazy time? Love you too. Really missing my mum and dad and my brother. Obviously, I've basically moved in here as soon as Boris made the announcement about like having to stay inside and having to be on self-isolation. I was doing that anyway, but I was kind of going between home and here. So I wasn't going out unnecessarily. I was just either like getting in the car to come here, getting in the car to go home. So yeah, I'm not seeing my family for like, I don't know how long it's been now, like a week, 2 weeks. Every day feels the same, like the whole week's just a blur at this point. So yeah, I'm really missing them. I'm really missing my cats so much. Yeah, obviously I'm loving being here because the issue was as well, like I basically started self-isolating at home. I was there for like 3 days and then I decided to just move here because my mum and dad, if anyone doesn't know, they actually have a graphic design agency in Media City, so they were still going into the office every single day. The staff weren't going in, so it was just them going in, so they were technically like still kind of self-isolating and going to work, which was like essential travel, but it just meant that they would get up at like 6 a.m. They wouldn't get home until about 11 p.m, no exaggeration. They work so hard, it's ridiculous, which obviously is amazing, but it just meant for me, I was like by myself all day, and I know I do not deal very well with being alone. After living by myself, I know that I don't deal very well with being alone. So yeah, it just made sense to move in here, because obviously my boyfriend lives alone as well, so there was no point in us like not being together, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I miss them very much, and obviously since Charlie's moved home as well, I've not seen him for a couple of weeks since he went back to uni. Yeah, I miss my kitties. I miss Crunch so much, and Frizz, and obviously my friends as well. I really miss like Mads and Rach and Mill and everyone. How do you find the discipline to work out? It's too hard to, even when I want to. Okay, I feel like the thing with working out that puts people off is that it seems like this overwhelming task, because I feel like people get it into their heads that you have to do like an hour, 2 hours, like really long intense sessions to like properly get results in the long run or whatever. But in reality, you could literally do 10 minutes every single day, and even just doing that would make such a big difference. So even like you watching this video right now, I don't know if you sat in bed, I don't know if you sat on the sofa, I don't know if you sat at a desk or whatever. There is literally something that you can be doing whilst watching this video. Like even if you sat in bed, if you lay in bed, you could literally like put your phone to the side, put your laptop to the side, whatever it is, and just do some crunches in bed, or just do some like leg raises in bed, or some donkey kicks. Like there's so many things that you can do. I say that, I've literally not moved from the sofa for the past like 5 days, so great. Okay, I'm gonna do some advice questions because I've actually got quite a few, and I don't know if that's because you guys value my advice but I feel like I do give pretty good advice. So I've fallen out of love with my boyfriend of 3 years, but he's my best friend and we have so many memories, I don't know what to do. It's really difficult, but you kind of just have to be honest with them, because It's not fair on your boyfriend who is potentially still in love with you for you to kind of not be honest about your feelings, and it's also not fair on you either, because you know, you deserve to be with someone that you're like totally in love with and really happy with and whatever else. So you kind of just have to be honest, because otherwise you are just wasting like each other's time, and it's not really fair. I know it's really difficult, and I know it's a really horrible conversation to have, but yeah, you just have to be honest and hope for the best. It's not a nice situation to be in, because I know you don't want to like hurt him either. But yeah, like I said, you just want to do what's best for you and for him. How to get over a breakup while in quarantine. I love you. Love you too. This is literally the worst time, I feel like, for people to be going through breakups, because my biggest advice for someone when they're going through a breakup is to just like stay busy, spend time with friends, spend time with family, kind of like do stuff to take your mind off it, but also just to like work on yourself and just like keep busy. I'd still recommend just staying as busy as you can and maybe doing like a little hobby in quarantine. I recommend doing that anyway if you're not going through a breakup and you're just bored, but just having like some form of routine and working on yourself still, so doing little workouts if you want to, or reading some books, or learning a new skill, learning a new instrument, whatever it is, just like again staying busy so that you're not sat dwelling about it, because there's literally nothing worse when you've just broken up with someone than having to sit inside and just like lie in bed and do nothing but think about it. Like, there's actually nothing worse. How do I deal with my best friend not wanting to be friends anymore? That's kind of a difficult one, because I don't really know if something's happened between you or if there's a reason for that. If there's one thing I've learned in the past with friends, boyfriends, whoever it is, people are just not always who you expect them to be. Even if you feel like you know someone really well, or you're really close to someone and you're like literally best friends or whatever, things can still happen that, you know, kind of like show you that that person isn't necessarily who you thought they were. And in situations like that, you kind of just have to like accept it for what it is, because if you're a good person and you're a kind person and you're a good friend, then it's basically just their loss. It's really shit, because like I know that it can kind of make you feel like you're not good enough, or I don't know, like you've done something or whatever it is, but sometimes people are just like that, and to be honest, it's sometimes for their own personal reasons as well. So she might have, he, she, whoever it is, might have something going on in their life that has kind of made them be more distant with people, or you know, they're kind of dealing with their own stuff. It's not necessarily just them being a bad person, it's just them maybe dealing with a situation, or you know, I don't know, it can be many things, but I would just kind of try not to worry about it too much. I feel like the people that are meant for you and meant to be in your life will always be in your life and always come back in your life. So I wouldn't worry too much about drifting from someone, or like someone not wanting to be friends anymore, because you know, it's probably like for a reason. I just always think as well, like everything does happen for a reason. Like if you've fallen out with someone or you have a breakup or whatever it is, that is like the world telling you that you're not meant to have that person in your life, if that makes sense. What is the best way to make yourself more motivated? I would say to set some goals. So if you have targets or goals that you want to reach for whatever, so say if you're lacking motivation to get fit, then set a goal and just be like trying to reach that goal, because then you have more satisfaction in what you're doing. So for example, I'm actually really tempted to do a challenge at the minute where I do like 100 sit-ups a day or 100 squats a day for like a week to see how it goes or whatever, and that's kind of like a little goal and a little target to do every single day. And then when you have that in your mind, it's a lot easier to push yourself to do it. Get into a routine as well of like setting whatever you're doing at a certain time of the day and being like, I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna do it now. Probably best to do something in the morning if you're trying to be productive, because from personal experience, if I wake up wanting to do something and I just leave it for a few hours, I probably don't end up doing it, because I'm just like, oh well, I can't bother now. So try and do stuff early and get into a routine, and yeah, set a little goal for yourself. This boy and I are getting close, but I don't want to get hurt again. Do I still go for it? Love you. Love you too. Maybe just speak to him about how you're feeling, and saying that you're feeling a little bit worried about how things are maybe going to go because of experiences that you've had in the past. I always say like 2 things are essential in any form of relationship, any form of friendship, and that's trust and communication. If you don't have those 2 things, it's never going to work. So you just kind of need to communicate with him and be honest with him and just say, look, like I've been in relationships or I've been seeing people in the past that have hurt me for whatever reason, I'm kind of a little bit anxious about that again. And if he's a decent person, he'll be supportive, he'll reassure you if he has to, you know, and it'll make you feel better as well and make you have more confidence in going for it, if that makes sense. How to get over an ex that moved on really quickly. We were together for 3 years and he's moved on in a month. Love you too. It's really difficult to give advice on this because there's just no like magic answer, or there's no like magical thing to do to just like fix it and feel better. It's one of those things that just gets better with time. Just find ways to like work on yourself and adjust to, you know, being more by yourself now. Spend time with your friends and family, or FaceTime your friends and family in this situation. He clearly wasn't the one. So yeah, just know that there's someone out there as well that is waiting for you, that is 10 times better and you'll be 10 times happier with. And when the time is right, you'll find that person. Are YouTubers losing money and sponsorships due to coronavirus? I can't speak for everyone. Things have been put on hold or they've been delayed. A lot of brands are maybe a little bit more wary now about, I don't know, spending money, for example, because, you know, they're not necessarily like bringing as much money in right now with what's going on. Some sponsorships are being put on hold or potentially being cancelled, but it's not devastating. You know, we're all in a very privileged and lucky situation. And if anything, like, I just feel for people that have either lost their job or are still having to go to work when they don't necessarily want to be working and traveling or whatever. Yeah, we're all in a very lucky situation. So yes, some things have been put on hold. There's one job in particular this year that I'm so excited about working on, sharing with you guys. I really want to just like get my teeth stuck into it and start, but it has been pushed back a month so far, so I'm gonna have to see how that goes with everything happening. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna get cancelled, it's still gonna go ahead. It's just a case of when. So yeah, feeling very lucky still to be able to work from home. Obviously in this situation, like, I feel like I'm not really suffering work-wise. Yes, a few things have been cancelled and delayed, but in the grand scheme of things and how other people are affected by this, I'm feeling very lucky. So yeah. What is your star sign / Chinese zodiac sign? So my star sign, I'm a Leo Cancer cusp. I'm born on the 24th of July. What is my Chinese zodiac sign? That's a really interesting question. So I'm the year of the ox, I believe. Yeah, if anyone can tell me more, I'm born on the 24th of July 1997. I know I'm a Leo Cancer cusp. I can't say that, it's a tongue twister. I think my boyfriend thinks I'm more Cancer. We actually have the same date in terms of we're both born on the 24th, so he's the 24th of November. But yeah, I feel like I'm probably in between. He thinks I'm more of a Cancer, so yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here because my voice is hurting and I've been speaking for like an hour at this point. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see. Like I said, we've been filming a cooking video. I'm gonna film a stay-at-home clothing haul as well for Sunday, because when I moved in here, I pretty much brought like a bunch of stuff and didn't really have the arms to carry all my clothes. So I did a little misguided order as well, which I'm going to share with you on Sunday. It's actually very cozy, very cute. Like, we've set the bed up, I've set up a little desk, there's some plants in here, like, it's actually really cute. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you as always. I hope you're all well and safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.